Good evening, TinPailTV, what's happening? Like my new hoodie? My pal Batman made me a couple of them for me and the Wayne. Still a few modifications, but the font's alright. The font, know what I mean? Gotta get the badge on it somewhere. Maybe the back or wherever, just see where it looks the best, know what I mean? But this is just going to be a short video, so don't know if any's noticed. I just put a short up where I was videoing outside my front window at the sunset, and there was a police van driving up the street. And I don't know why I thought this, but I was like, they're coming to my door, they're coming to my door. It was just a gut instinct or something. But I get that at almost every time they drive in the bottom of the street. So uh, I went and looked out the kitchen window, which is at perpendicular to the living room window, so it's like a 90-degree angle, right? So I've got, because there's an entrance outside the other window, the kitchen window, and I'm looking, I'm like, that, look how fast they're driving, like, holy fuck. They were on uniform, but so what I mean by that is, normally when I've been arrested in the past, it's never been uniforms that come for me. It's usually CID, which we call Criminal Investigation Division or Department, where they wear plain clothes. They dress like the way I'm dressed just now. Obviously, no with tin pail on it. Know what I mean? Be asking questions if we were. But I'm looking at them, thinking like, holy fuck. So I'm sitting. And Christopher came in and he's like, Dad, can I sit outside with these two lassies? And I'm like, aye, alright. And I always lock my front door. Always, right? It's a habit. So Christopher left when he left, I was like, I'll just leave it open because I left it open all day for some reason. That one time you deviate for your pattern is when you will get caught. You will get surprised. I always believe this, right? So I was like, get up and lock that door. So I went and locked the door, right? So I'm sitting there watching some mad fucking thing on Netflix or whatever the fuck, right? And off there's boom, boom, boom. So in Scotland, I don't know what it's like in other countries, but in Scotland, when police don't have the what do we call it here? Reasonable suspicion. So in America, you would call it probable cause, but in Britain, UK, we call it reasonable suspicion. So they've came and they're knocking on the door right now, like they're no like using the letterbox. They're knocking in the fucking door, and I know straight away what that means. They're outside my front door, and I'm like, holy fuck. So I'm creeping up the fucking hallway, trying to peek, because my hallway goes at a right angle as well. You walk up here, and then you turn that way, and that's where the front door is, and there's a window in the front door, and I'm like, it's them, and I'm like, holy fuck. So I'm trying to phone one of my pals, right? It's ringing out. Try to phone my other pal, and it's ringing out, and then my third pal, and I'm like, I'll not get off the phone to him. So I'm like, fuck. But you want to know what was going through my mind? Where's my son gonna go? It's nothing to do with me. Mate, I fucking grew up in prison. I don't want to go back. I never want to go back. But I was like, what the fuck are they here for? Like, holy shit. So I'm like, shit, what do I do and all that, blah, blah, blah. So I end up just doing that. Fuck yes, man. Just walked up and opened my door, and I'm looking at them all, and one of them reads out my address and says, is this 123 Fake Street? Whatever. And I'm like, you know it is, because you're standing here, and there was this beta male looking officer who looked like he was probably in high school when I was arrested. He probably wasn't even born the first time I went to prison. And he's like, don't get an attitude with us. And I'm just like, see, like that. And I was like, are you trying to lead me into a breach of the peace charge? Do you get what I'm saying? Total douchebag, if I'm honest. But do you know why they were here? Looking for Ashley, looking for Christopher's mum. And I'm like, and obviously people are like, oh, so I was talking to my pals, like, did you ask them why they were there? And I was like, no, they wouldn't tell me anyway. It's not the first time they've came here looking for her, but I was just like, what the fuck? So they're saying, oh, she's reporting that she lives here, and I say she doesn't live here. I said Ashley was evicted from her house in November. Was it November last year? October, November last year. How long have you lived at this address? I say since 23rd of October. No, 23rd of December 2019. But I was like, listen, why do you need to come in this big show of force, four cops, two female, two male, chat, like knocking on the door like that kind of authoritative way. It's a psychological tactic. I says, why do you not just fucking knock on the door like a normal person? I wasn't swearing, but that, to me, this is all designed to play chess with your mind, but it's no playing chess with my mind. The only thing that plays chess with my mind is what's going to happen to my son. I couldn't give a fuck about me. As I say, obviously I want to be free, be out here with all you guys, fucking eating shit every day, drinking what I want, eating what I want, fucking, know what I mean? Living life. I've never appreciated life until 2019 when I left prison for the last time. And as I've always said in my videos, I've never been out of prison longer than a year and a half since the age of 15. I'm 43 this year. I've been out 6 years. So I'm just like, what the fuck? But I just hope that, and do you know what really pissed me off? They tried the door. They hung me the door handle, like, to see if the door was open. In other words, see if I didn't get up and lock my front door when Christopher left, they would have walked right in my fucking house. So it's what they always say. So say I hadn't locked the door, when they would have said, we have reasonable suspicion because your door was unlocked. There was no crime being committed in this house. So that might tell me maybe they're looking for Ashley for something like this, right? But how if you don't hear screaming, shouting, fucking lamps being smashed off the wall, like, go to your ready-made whores, like, you don't hear that coming from my house, and I have a 13-year-old autistic son living here, how do you think you've got the fucking right to do that? You don't. Unless it's like a murder or something, right, I'll give you that. But what she done, stole fucking a case of booze out of fucking Savers? Fuck off. Honest to God, I'm laughing at it now, right? But, and do you know what? I feel a bit conflicted about making a video about this, but, like, who the fuck do they think they are? There's people walking around Glasgow, right? Not even just Glasgow, Paisley, everywhere, not even just Scotland, the UK. They're attacking kids, they're attacking single women, they're accosting women in the streets. Oh, you want to marry me? Like, the streets are unsafe. They're as unsafe as they've ever been. And people who are speaking up are being demonised, gaslighted, accused of racism for speaking up, whatever. You bet your fucking bottom dollar they would never have drove that fast for any use. If you were reporting that, it just it pisses me off a wee bit. But I was going to say that was a hairy moment there, but pardon the pun. But listen, is sad or as strange as it might sound, I can adapt to going to prison, going to jail, going to the police station, whatever. But see, knowing that I'm my son's mum and dad, where's like, I didn't really want to get into this, right? But I think I've said it in other videos. So I get nightmares about prison all the. See, when I first got out, I was getting nightmares all the time, and there was two themes in these nightmares. One, I would be surrounded by like other inmates just frenziedly stabbing me, and arterial blood would be. Know how when you see blood running out, and then you see it squirting. That's when you know you're fucked. See when it's squirting it. It's called arterial blood spray. And I would always have dreams like that. But you know that wasn't the worst ones. The worst ones were I would be in the dock of the High Court, being given a life sentence, but no crime was committed, and I would actually be thinking this in my dream. Where's my son? Where's my son? Where's my son? Where's my son? Can I get a phone call to talk to my son? That gives me, even when I'm saying it that just now, it gives me this fucking sinking, horrible feeling in my gut. And to be fair, I think my son's my my dam is my dam that's holding back the fucking water. Do you get what I'm saying? Without my son, the water would just come. I'd be fucked. I don't know that for sure, but I don't know if I would be as level-headed, or obviously I've grown up and I'm older now and all that, right? I get that, and I admit that, but um, I think when you have no responsibilities, you're more likely to take risks, take gambles, fucking stupid shit. Um, do you know what I mean? Go out in a blaze of glory, all that shit. But one of the ones, as I says, don't let them do that to you, you know what I mean? See if they come to your door, don't let them do that to you. Not on top of it. Wee ginger cretin, man, know what I mean? Try to pure heavy fucking give you eyeball treatment, like, bro, who are you actually looking at? Fuck's sake. Wee gimp. But that's all I've got for yous. Gotta get back to watching my Netflix. Sorry, it's only a wee short one, but I was wanting to come on today and do a video about a subject. There's been a couple of things in the news, and I was just like, I couldn't get my thoughts together. See that way you record a video and you just feel like you're talking utter shite, or your thoughts are not coherent, and I'm just like, I'm not posting that. And then fucking 4 coppers at the fucking door, man, heavy, try to act like the fucking, know what I mean? Like, what? Not on, mate. But anyway, got need to go, but here, yous all have a good night. Enjoy yourselves, and remember, TinPailTV, catches.